Drivers nationwide may have noticed gas prices are dropping after hitting a record of $5.02 back in June. 6 weeks later, the average is $4.36 for a gallon of regular. That is, of course, still very high, but it's not the only thing that is helping travelers. If you are headed to Europe, the dollar is now the strongest it's been against the euro for 2 decades. As Ramy Inocencio shows us, that means it might be a good time to travel overseas.
Welcome to Oxford Street. This is London's most famous shopping street and Europe's biggest. The US dollar is now about 15% stronger than the British pound and the euro in the past year.
Like many U.S. tourists, retirees Catherine and Bruce from Detroit are on a European tour.
Still looking at bags and scarves.
Bags and scarves.
Maybe a little tiny, modest piece of jewelry.
And the fact that we're going to Paris next is nice, and that the euro has crashed.
Now is the best time to come to Europe.
Emma Haslett is a business journalist at the UK's New Statesman.
It's just cheaper to buy stuff over here. So if you're going to come to the UK, you can visit our amazing restaurants. And we have a hospitality sector that was absolutely destroyed by the pandemic. So they are desperate to welcome you in.
Like recent U.S. high school grads Olivia and Valentino from Los Angeles.
Right now is the perfect opportunity to go to Europe.
We expected prices to be a lot higher, and they were quite a bit lower, so we're having a really good time out here.
Yeah.
The euro hasn't been this weak against the U.S. dollar in 2 decades. Now $1 just about equals €1. Which means in Paris, your morning croissant and espresso for €3.50 would cost you $3.50. Last year, you would have paid $1 more. In Rome, your double scoop gelato for €5, yes, will run you $5. Last year, $6.50 to stay cool in the heat.
And here in London's West End, a ticket to Harry Potter costs an average £85. This time last year, that was about $110. This year, about $100.
To be sure, you have to get to Europe first, and airfares are soaring because of higher fuel costs. Prices between New York and Paris, for example, have tripled since March 2019, and average hotel prices in Europe are up 44% in the past year. Some of Europe's hottest destinations pushing $250 a night. But if you can't get away just yet, you have time.
For the British pound and the euro, what's the forecast?
Some people are saying it's going to hold fairly steady, but there's others that are saying that it's really going to drop.
It's almost as if you're saying one man's misery is another man's happiness.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that means you still have time to buy those plane tickets and to get over here. Sure, they are more expensive than normal, but we've met a lot of Americans who already have. Ramy Inocencio, CBS News, London.